This video is best viewed in full screen mode, and on YouTube that's this icon right here. And if you have a high bandwidth connection, you also want to watch it in HD, which is this icon right here. This video is going to go over all aspects of searching and sorting through your records. Up over here in the right hand corner we have a global search that'll search every field in the database for wherever you type in there. So I could type in the word John, and we're going to do a find, and we've got 4 records that came up. And whenever you do a search on anything, this background color on the number of records turns yellow, and that's to remind you that you're not looking at all the records in the database, that you are just looking at a subset. And this particular case, you can see they had the word John here, and if you were to go through each one of these records, somewhere in there you would find the word John. In this case it's the judge John. So that's how that search works, and whenever you've done a search and you want to get back to viewing all your records again, you can just click this button and that'll take you back to all the records in the database. And in addition to being able to do this global search, you can also right click and you can search on just about any field in the database. Just right click on it, and it'll bring up that sort find menu. So let's say we want to find all of the judgments that I have that are in Arizona. So I'm going to put in here Arizona, and I'm going to do a find, and it found 47 records out of our 49 that are in Arizona. And now you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, I thought you were searching for Arizona and you got California here. And that's true, but if you look over here, we do have the original judgment was in Arizona. So when you search off this field, it's going to search for this field, but it's also going to search in all 4 of these tabs, which makes sense if you're trying to find all the records that you have a judgment in Arizona for. You would want this record to come up. Okay, and now let's say we want to find all the records where the ranking is hot. Over here you have a ranking system, hot, normal, cold. And so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do a find. And I got 2 different kinds of finds that I can do when I'm searching. I can search the current records, which is search through just these 47, or I can search all records, which will search all the records in the database. So in this case, I'm going to just search the current records. And so that basically allows me to do a search within a search. I'm currently viewing all my Arizona records. And now I'm going to look for the number 1 and in the ranking field. Do a find, and now I got 4 records. And if you notice, those 4 records are all ranked as hot. And if you look at these tabs here, you'll see all of them have Arizona. So what we just did there is we did a search within a search. Alright, so now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to clear my filters, and we're going to talk about sorting a little bit. And I'm just going to right click here and I'm going to say sort. And now all my records are sorted in order by the name. This record here is just empty, that's why it comes up first, because a blank is before a letter. And one thing I want to mention here on the sorting of records, if you sort off the name here, it's going to sort off this field on this first tab. You can't sort off multiple tabs. This person here's name starts with a B, this person's here, name starts with an M, this person starts with a B. Well, you got to pick one field to work off when you sort it. So if you're on this first tab and you sort off a name like we did, it's going to sort just like it did. Now you go over here to the second tab and you could say sort, and you're going to find most of them are blank. Let's go all the way to the end there. And if you back up, you'll notice that they are sorted. Remember, we're going backwards here. They're sorted off that field on the second tab. So just keep that in mind when you're sorting. You're sorting off the specific tab where the field exists at. One last thing about sorting is if you come over here, the record ID, and you sort by that, that'll put the records back in the original order that they were entered into the database. Whenever you open up the database, it's always sorted by the order they were entered into. But if you've been manipulating your data and you want to get back to the way it was, you can just sort off this field here. And that covers all of the sorting and searching options.